Everyone, Racing TV here, and let's get started. This is 58 cars. We need half of 29 to go on to the next round. So, like I said just a little bit before, there's 58 cars. Throughout the video, you guys are allowed to select your guys' own vehicle. And here are the rules. Start right here, and you guys know the drill. Rules are bumping and everything's allowed. Everything's legal. Everything's allowed. Jumping, bumping, everything. So let's get started. Starting off with a car all the way from my local thrift store is Brits Elastic. Not too bad. Power Rocket. Jackhammer. Kit Kart. Dragon Wagon. The Classic Twin Mill. Street Creeper. Match It Go. Twin Dorado. Sushi Turner. 53 Orange Twin Mill. Mono Racer. Time Shifter. The Classic 21 Bone Shaker. Quick and Silk. Dragon Wagon. Aerodynamic with see-through wheels. Horseplay. Shout out to Carboys0528 for one of his favorite cars in his Discord. Turbine Subline. That sucks. Air Proportion. Now, he may not seem like a really nice car, but if you take the side areas, you got that. So, let's get started. Not too bad. Another thrift store visitor is Split Image. Mono Racer. And Air Propulsion will be taking the lead. Speed Driver. And Speed Driver will be taking the lead. A 90s McDonald's hot rod. Torque Twister. Skull Crusher. Truckmanga. Bliv Bruiser. Elwoods. Toon Mega Turner. Matchbox Quicksander. Original Radioactive. This is my fiery custom, not custom, but fire twin mill. Not bad for a crooked tire. The funniest and worst vehicle of all time, gotta go. Another thrift store vehicle is the Panther Pusher. The Nash. Super Twin Mill. Blah. Minecart. Off Track, who was in my top 4 in my off-roading tournament. Not too bad. West Coast Flyer, who Carboy0528 inspired me to get. This is my friend's old Dune It Up that he gave me for a trade. Road Bandit, who has a very unique design. One of my most loved fantasy cars is Gone Mad. GT Hunter, probably one of my least favorite due to the horrible McDonald's toy. Bel Air Custom. Another very unique design, Rock and Roller. Not too bad. Loopster. Raphael in the TMNT Turtle Van. Not too bad. This car doesn't have a name, but I really like his tire designs. Not too bad. A Golden Skull Crusher. Another classic from my childhood is Fig Rig. Nice. One of my friend's favorites that he traded for me is Baseline. Not too bad. My favorite fantasy car of all time is Big Air Bel Air. He can do way better. Slide Kick, and we're just going to do it on the side. Nitro Tail, I'm not going to say his last name. Double Trouble. Candy. Donut Drifter, who did pretty bad at my friend's Gravity Drop. Surprisingly, this is an orange dessert drifter. Volkswagen Custom TM3. Not too bad. Speed Dozer. Not that bad. Lifter. DNF. My oldest twin mill. Not that bad. Monposto, which my friend has, but in blue and orange. Hot Wheels T-Rex Transporter, which is actually a real transporter, and it's also really cool. Not that bad. Finally, one of the funniest and worst designs, another gotta go. Here are all the 29 cars that will be moving on. Starting off with Bel Air Custom, Elwoods, Nitro Tailgater, Split Image, Radioactive, Horseplay, Aerodynamic, Track Manga, I don't know what he's doing, and Kit Kart, Desert Drifter, Monocar, Quicksander, Super Twin Mill, Street Creeper, Time Shifter, Jackhammer, Quick and Silk, Skull Crusher, McDonald's Hot Rod, Beloved Boulder, I think that's how we pronounce it, Torque Twister, another Monocar car, Aero Pulsar with the wings out, then GT Hunter, the Nash, Fig Rig, Off Track, and Speedtail. Speed Driver, my bad. Bel Air Custom, Elwoods, Nitro Tailgater, Radioactive, Horseplay, Aerodynamic, Track Manga, Kit Kart, Desert Drifter, Monocar, Matchbox Quicksander, Super Twin Mill, Fly, Street Creeper, Time Shifter, Jackhammer, Quick and Silk, Skull Crusher, McDonald's Hot Rod, Beloved Boulder, Torque Twister, another Monocar, Air Proportion, GT Hunter, the Nash, Fig Rig, Off Track, Speed Driver, and these are the top 10 cars that will be moving on. Speed Driver, who was in first, now in dead last, Desert Drifter, Skull Crusher, Time Shifter, Kit Kart, Monocar, Street Creeper, Bel Air Custom, Nitro Tailgater, and Elwoods. Speed Driver, Desert Drifter, Skull Crusher, Time Shifter, Kit Kart, Monocar, Street Creeper, Bel Air Custom, Nitro Tailgater, finally Elwoods. And these are the top 4 that we'll be moving on with. Speed Driver from now last to first, then Desert Drifter, then Time Shifter, then Street Creeper. Is it just me, or does it all these cars start with R's? Street Creeper, Desert Drifter, Time Shifter, Speed Driver, and Street Creeper will be going up against Time Shifter in the finals. Time Shifter. Okay. Finally, Street Creeper. If he goes farther than Time Shifter, he will win. And Street Creeper will win this fantasy tournament. And Street Creeper will be added on to the winning lane. Everybody, like and subscribe. Thank you.